What's up, guys? It's Crash, and Gray Zone Warfare has undergone some massive changes lately. You guys know with 0.3. However, Madfinger Games needed to fix some things, and they've been listed. You guys know they already dropped the update with changing the voiceover and changing how the cops work and stuff like that. They're definitely listening. But what kind of went low-key under the radar today is the fact that they're reworking NVGs. A lot of people have said that the NVGs are still really rough. Like, while they may be realistic, they're to the point where they're not as fun anymore. And honestly, they are already working on it, and you guys can test the reworked nods right now. So if you want to go through that, I'm going to compare the single tube PVS 7s, I think, and the white phosphorus double tube PVS 31s, I think is what they're called. I'm going to test those on this build. Then I'm going to show you guys how you can get the test experimental branch if you want to test it out. They're also working on some memory leaks, so if you're having that, it might be worth checking out. I'll show you how to do that. And then at the end of the video, I think it would be a good idea to like do a split screen thing and share them with you guys side by side. Hopefully this comes through okay. So let's test these out with the old greenies here, and you guys can see it's definitely raining, so there's some stuff going on here, but it is incredibly dark in here. I don't really cheese the gamma ever. But you can see the moon is still behind the clouds and stuff, but the mist and stuff makes this extra dark. It's ultra grainy, and honestly, man, like I would still rather just probably run without, or maybe even just pop a flashlight on and off. This is, I believe, yeah, this is with the IR laser, so you guys can see kind of how far that looks. I don't have illuminator on me or unlocked yet, so you can see what's up with the laser and kind of how far it goes and how little that we can see with the green. But yeah, it's not great. It's not great if we're in like super dark close stuff. Again, while this may be realistic, I've heard both sides of things from people who have used nods before. I can still see movement and stuff like that, but definitely real grainy, not something that I want to use. If you guys have seen people cheesing the gamma, that's what a lot of people do, so they don't have to use these. Many people aren't even using nods at all, so making them better is a big first step in getting people to use them, in my opinion. The other thing, I talked about how to fix potentially the gamma with some color grading theory in my last video. If you want to see how I think they could fix that to where people couldn't cheese the gamma by not having it affect those darker ones, those darker luminance values, I think that might work out. So let's switch these out and plop these dudes on and see how the white ones look. These are, while they're quite a bit better, you got more field of view, you can see a little bit farther, but the graininess is just absolutely insane. Like, so if we look at like that stump that's right ahead there, I can still see it, and it's almost worse with the nods on. Like that stump right there, it's almost worse. Again, we can try to pick out like a landmark, maybe like this tree back here that we can barely see. If I pop these off, since it's silhouetted, I can almost see it better without. So this is without, and then we will go ahead and do a bit of a comparison later. Really quickly in Steam, if you guys want to check this out for yourself, what you do is you go ahead and right click on Gray Zone Warfare and you hit up the properties. That pulls up this window, and you go down to betas and then beta participation, and you hit public experimental testing. Then what that will do is that should like immediately start, give you an update to queue, that you can go ahead and get this update and download it. It'll just automatically pop into your update page, and you'll be able to get that downloaded and switch over to the public version. So we're going to check that out and see how the new NVGs look, and then we'll do the side by side. All right, guys, so here we are at about nighttime with the new NVGs over on the test build that I showed you guys how to download. It's not quite as dark because it's not as raining here. It's not as rainy and cloudy here this time, but it was at kind of a twilight zone earlier, and everything on the forest floor was completely black, and I tried these and I could see really good, but I wanted it to be the closest to time comparison. But you guys can see right away, there's the greens. Those are way more clear. They basically dropped the grain by like a massive amount, so it actually looks like higher resolution. So like if you look down through there, I'm using a different site too. There's no detail in any of these leaves or anything right here. But yeah, then you can see all the leaves and the changing colors. So you could see like a person crossing there. This is with the IR laser. It looks a lot smoother too. Yeah, can tell right away it looks better. Really nice. And then we switched over to the other ones. You guys are really gonna like these. The white ones look really clean. So again, no detail or anything in the leaves over there. Boom. You can see like clear down past that tree. Clear down past that tree, you can see all those different shades of leaves in the foliage. And man, the white ones look really clean. You can still see on the outer edge just a little bit around the edges of the screen, but man, these look so much better. The white ones especially, I can see like really far. So hopefully this gives you guys an idea. Holy cow, I can't talk. Hopefully this gives you guys an idea of what the rework that is going to be coming to the live build looks like. Again, if you guys do want to check it out, you can. Let's look at some side-by-side comparisons here to end the video. And yeah, so far you have Madfinger Games as listing with the cop system, with the voiceover, and how they're adjusting that and all that stuff that people wanted to get changed from the creator playtest. Now, when we started getting into this with the weather and stuff like that, we wanted nods to be more usable. We wanted them to be a little bit more cleaner. I know there was some people back and forth on if they were too realistic, if they were realistic enough, or even if they weren't, they were worse than realistic, some people said. So I heard across the spectrum, but either way, these look clean. I wanted it to be good from a gaming standpoint to where you want to use these. It's like another layer, right? It's another layer to you know, oh my gosh, I might lose these. You know, it's good. It helps you in game. It gives you that big advantage in game, but you're risking losing something that's expensive and hard to come by. It's just another layer of tension and like loot to look for, and something that might happen, like another item and a layer to balance and risk, right? Like the risk versus reward of using some of these really nice nods, but they look really clean. Anyway, guys, that's all I had today. I wanted to show you guys. Thank you guys so much for the support over on the twitch.tv/crash8 channel, and as well as all the support here has been incredibly overwhelming. I appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next time.